welcome back to Data Plays. This is episode 109 of Sky Factory 3. So, last episode, we did a couple of things actually. We started playing around with the interior of the base, and we also fixed up our problems with the jamming in our freaking our stone crafter and our water stone crafter as well. So we fixed all that up, and as you can see, 11,000 freaking water stone already and 10,000 normal stone bricks already. Not a single clog in the system, as you can see. Super clear, absolutely bloody brilliant. It hasn't stopped working like a bloody champ. Working like a champ. Now, I've put some more coal blocks back in here because it's draining the quantum smooth stone storage really, really quickly. But yeah, we did that last episode. We also started on the interior of the base. Just started playing around. We talked about the roof and the pillars and stuff that's coming up. And oh my god, we talked about a lot of stuff. Anyway, I've actually ran out of ink sacks, so I cannot continue laying carpet at this point in time, which kind of sucks. So we've got to do something about the ink sacks soon. But I figured today we can keep going on the base here and get started on the main pillars and the roof. That's where we're going to be concentrating on our efforts on today. So let's go grab some stone brick. That's what we're going to get. How we're going to start things. There we go. We won't do that yet. We'll go all the way onto the roof. And what we're going to do is start another arch, okay? What was it? Was it a 2 or 3er? It's a 1, 2, 3, then a 2, then a 3. Okay, I got it. Well, and it's 1 in from the blue line. Okay, so I got this. So that's the 1, that's 2, that's 3. I'm just going to create this real quick. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Okay, coming along nicely. And then it's a 2er. That's what I meant about a 2er. And same with the side. Just trying to match the original. And then 3 across the top. Brilliant. Okay, that's perfect. Now we use obviously the diamond building wand. Bam, bam, hop. Bam. And just continue that. Oh, we're not. I was thinking, oh my god, are we putting an extra layer on? Sometimes the building wand likes to do really random stuff, and you've got to sit there manually getting rid of it all. It's such a pain in the bum sometimes. If you don't keep an eye on what you're freaking doing, you could screw things up quite massively. All right. So this here is one side. Done. Okay. Do the other side. Now, if I can remember, it is 1, 2, 3, and then a 2er. Like that. Same with the other side. 1, 2, 3, and a 2er. And then we just sort of like that. There we go. I want to keep it hollow. So that's why I am just mining this out. Real quick. Take that one out too. Alright, and then we meet in the middle. And that should start creating a nice, pretty looking shaped roof. Grab our wand. We'll have to make another wand soon, but that's okay. That's okay. So I'm hoping today we can really start incorporating the quartz. And I'm going to show you guys that hopefully very, very shortly. We can really concentrate on getting that quartz. Getting the stone brick broken up, because there's just so much stone brick. Well, there we go. We got the cross on our roof like we wanted. So let's go back out here. And what we need to do now is break through that, which is around about here. So once we do that, boom, get in on the inside, and we just sort of take it out like that. See, follow the shape of our new roof here. I don't know if you guys can see. Hang on, I'll poke a hole. Get some light in here. There we go. I think that's perfect. Take out this bit here. Alright, and then take that right into the middle. Okay, that is one side done. Do exactly the same with the opposite side. We'll poke a hole again. Make sure it's not bright. It's just so you guys can see something, because it's quite horrible sometimes. I know in a lot of other games, like when I'm playing The Forest and games like that, I tell people, when people are like, Data, it's too dark. And I have a saying, if I can't see shit, well then you can't see shit too. That's the brutal saying that I normally would have on horror games too. You know, it's the whole suspense thing. If I turn up all of it, then it's kind of, I don't know if it's classified as cheating. Is it classified as cheating if you could turn everything up to see things you wouldn't normally be able to see? And I don't know. See, that's up for debate right there. That's up for debate. I don't know, but see, this is just Minecraft. I like to obviously put torches and pop some holes down. Alright, that's that side. Holding special button. Whoa! Lucky we don't take 4 damage, but there we go. Look at that. Well, that was relatively quite simple and easy to do. Now we just need some glass because we're going to put a skylight in. Right around. Yeah, we're going to put a skylight in, which should make the middle of the base stand out like, just go pop. It should. There we go. Press the button. Done. That's why it's not connected. Have a quick squeeze at that. Ooh, fancy. I definitely like a lot. Now, what I need to do, I'll add a pole in. We'll get rid of these freaking things. Hang on. We'll go ahead and get rid of the stone pillars, the round ones, which unfortunately, I really like the look of the round pillars, but we're not going to use that. We're going to go back to square, I think, for the top area anyway. And we're going to probably use quartz for the bottom. Okay. So, corner here, go back by, is that by 1? Hang on a second. There we go. Yeah, I'd say that's perfect. I'm going to put the markers all the way around. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not going to be made out of stone brick, guys. Just remember, I'm going to upgrade these to quartz very, very soon. I just need markers because we're going to try to do the roof as best we can. And these markers is exactly where the skylights are going to start. And I'll show you how. So pretty much come up here. And we just chop. Literally just chop. Right over the top. Like literally just chop right over the top. Didn't even need to put the markers in, to be honest. Because technically the marker's right there. We could just go like this. Just continue it right over. And I'm hoping we can disconnect this center bit quite simply in a second. I've got to stand back and look at my work. Alright, so there she is. She's cut out. Actually, that looks like nearly a perfect circle, doesn't it? But it's not a circle, it's actually a square, see? It plays tricks with your mind if you stand right here. It looks legitimately like a circle. But it's not. It's squared. How trippy is that? It is squared every way you look at it, except right in the middle. It becomes round. Look at that. It literally becomes round. That is trippy. But, there we go. I managed to... We didn't even need the markers at the end of the day. That was a waste of freaking time. Oh, look at that. That actually looks quite sexy like that, doesn't it? That's letting a lot of light in. Absolutely, adjusting the roof like that was a freaking awesome decision. Look at that. That is freaking beautiful. Okay, so we're going to take it out anyway. She's not going to stay like that, sadly. Disconnect her from the main structure so we can use vein miner. Right around. Boom. And boom. And, yep, nah, she's all good. Hold button. Ding. Okay, so we'll obviously got a giant hole in the roof now, which is fine. Relax, we're going to fix it. Does it look round anymore? Hang on, I want to see. It does. It still looks a bit round. A bit. No, it's not as round as it was. That's trickery right there. That's freaking trickery. That's cool though. I like that. All right, down we come. Okay. So, it's the big time to start reducing the amount of stone brick used in the structure and start with quartz. So, we're going to go over here. We're going to literally... Can we fit any? Hang on a second. Hang on, I'm going to get rid of, because since I've got so many. Q, bye. That was cringeworthy. I know. No, you could. It's not cringeworthy. I've got rich. Who cares? There. I need an entire inventory of the quartz, because I want to. Maybe we should automate the quartz block making, since we've got so many, and we're going to be using so many. That might be something we need to look into. Having an entire chest, just not a deep storage, because deep storage is just going to eat all our quartz. We kind of need some of them to be the raw stuff still. So it's probably a good idea to get that up and going sometime soon. There we go. Alright, so we need about 2 stacks for a pillar. We need blue. Yes, we're finally going to get some blue going. Okay, I'm kind of nervous. This is where we could screw stuff up majorly. You know, it could not work. You just don't know how it's all gonna go. Alright, so chisel some waterstone into some dented waterstone, which we're going to use. The blue stuff. And that one again. Okay, so we'll chisel 2. I want pillars, please. Pillar. There's 1 pillars. There is another pillar. And normal quartz block right there. Oh, here we go. So, I promised we'd get rid of the thing. So we'll get rid of this. Take out this. And get rid of that. Okay. Now, go ahead and put the quartz pillars in its spot. It's going to look a bit funny, because technically we've still got a long... Actually, I'm going to go 3 wide. That's probably going to be a bit big, isn't it? 3 wide pillars, guys? 2 wide pillars? Oh, I'm going to go 3 wide. Because I just thought of something. What if we have blue running down the middle? And that's going to look quite sexy. Alright, bring this down. Sit in a hole here. Boom, boom. There we go. Okay. I'm just thinking, guys. Like, this is the part where Data's got to think. I've definitely got to think of Struth. Maybe we should go 1 in. Maybe we should. We should square this off, maybe? Oh, there's multiple... Yeah, there's going to be multiples. Do we square it off? Do we go in by 1? How does the blue going to work? I forgot about the blue. I'm not 100% sure. To be honest, we might have to go in by 1. I don't know. Alright, we have to play with this pillar. We'll try... Hang on, I'll try this one here. Oh, this is the part where it bothers me. Right, we'll go in by 1, 2, and then there. Oh, no, it was there. Sorry. Alright, now make a nice... So we'll leave the center hollow. There you go. We moved it in by 1 block. I was a little bit worried that it's too sticking out, because I'm just thinking of the future. Because once if we want to put the freaking get rid of that. What if we want to put the upside down stairs in? Well, we can't do that over here because it's not going to be big enough, if you know what I mean. So, we'll do this side. Put the blue in first. Have a quick squeeze what that looks like. Right around. We'll probably just stand in the middle. There we go. I like this stuff. It breaks nice and easy. It breaks quite easy. Okay. Oh, you silly Fruit Loop. Add the blue in. And that side. That side. Okay, the blue has been added in. Blue always looks really nice against the white. This doesn't even look like the pillar stuff, does it? Is this the only pillar they got? Like, really? I just thought there would be actual, like, hang on. This stuff. Pillar. What the hell? Hang on a second. Pillar quartz block. Hang on, see if this is way more sexier. Oh, yeah, come on, really? Give me this junk? Take that out. That's disappointing, that. Freaking crikey. Well, that sucks. Hang on, we'll put the good stuff in now. Look at that. That's the good stuff. I was like, what the hell? That didn't look nothing like a pillar. I just remember the actual pillars being different than that, like the texture. And I was bloody totally right. She was totally different. Okay. See? Blue. That's what I want. Now, remember we're planning to put white in here as well. We could... Boom, 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 boom. Wrap this right around, because I'm just trying to think of ways to start reducing. Don't worry about that pillar. Start reducing the amount of freaking stone brick we got, and wrap the white around there too. There we go. See, that's the edge there. Hang on, I'm gonna have a look at this. We'll stand back and see what's going on here. Ooh, I think we're on to something, guys. Yeah, I think we're on to something. Not quite sure what just yet. We're on to something. How will we connect this? See, now I've put the gap. No, see, this is one forward. I'd have to fill in a little bit. But, no, this could work. Hang on. Pillar, 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 pillar. Blue. Oh. Ooh. Hang on. I'll chisel a couple more. It looks a little bit funny with only one side being done. Alright, so say we did this side as well to match the other side, like it was holding up the roof. And then the blue again. We might be onto something. We definitely might be onto something. We are definitely going to be breaking up. See, and okay, we need to do a section. We need to do a whole section, guys. We need to do, hang on, this. We need to do this. Wrap this around like so. Like that. I need to do this whole section. I just need to see what it looks like. Pillar. There we go. Again. And then the blue. And then the pure white, which is just the quartz block for the roof. I'm not using... Should I use the pillar blocks? It does change a little bit, doesn't it? Should I use the pillar box to go up and around to hold the roof, or the norm? Wrap it around like this. All the way around again. Bye-bye hole. Oh, get rid of that. Okay, what does that look like? I think we're on to something. That there looks goddamn sexy. That looks sexy as. We are onto something, guys. Look at the arches. The arches just, they pop. They're not even done yet, but they pop. They make sense. They work. If we want to increase this even more, we could try by doing this again. If you want to try helping it out a little bit more, hang on a second. We could, but I think it's a little bit steep. Yeah, no, see, that looks a little bit funny now. It sort of comes out for the arch. What would it look like? Alright, we'll take this back by what we just put into it. Really quickly. Just to make sure that we don't screw too many up. Just take this out. There we go. So that took it, because it looks like it holds it up, holds that section up, then it arches around, and then it arches over. I think it looks bloody goddamn sexy, but it feels like it's missing something. Do we build it one over like we like here? But then again, it's gonna screw up everything. See, if it was here, the pillar would be like that, and then it would start. It'd only be one. I think the two in the corner here really makes it look like she's holding up the roof, like solidly. Yeah, it makes it look like she's holding up the roof, and then the arch starts and connects it nicely. Freaking crikey. Just, I'm looking at it, I'm just blown away. So many possibilities is opening up right now. You guys have no clue. So many possibilities. We need quite clear glass. So this needs to go. This needs to go. I need to think on this. We do the inner or the outer. I like that though. Why adjust something you like? but it could be better. That's what I'm thinking right now. Everything's going through my mind. Can it be better? I don't know. Let's add a secondary. Let's add the secondary one in, shall we? So it was 2 in. So 1, 2, and then 3. And then literally squared. Oh, I think I went a little bit far for that one. Hang on a second. Fix that up. My bad. No, that's too wide, you bloomin' nut job data. Hang on. Much better. Okay, that's all fixed up. Quickly get this down here. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, nut. So we out of pillars? We're out of pillars. Hang on. Chisel a little bit more pillars in. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Just bring it right down. Then I've got to put the blue in. Bring it right down to the floor. Alright. Get rid of that. Alright, so this will be the second test. This is the one arch will be complete. That's what we're aiming for right now, guys. One arch. Alright. Oh, of course you put a hole in the roof, Data. You're a bloomin' Fruit Loop. The blue in the middle of the pillars looks sexy as. Alright, take that up. Take that up. Get rid of the bottom. Take that up. Take that up. Okay, fix this up. Boom, boom. Fix this up. Fix this up. Alright, there we go. Bob's your uncle. She should be good. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's breaking up. Even though you can't really see it when you enter the entrance. That sucks that you can't really see it. You can see the arches, but then you sort of come out and you can see everything. Obviously, using the flight deck, you're going to be able to see most things when you walk in here, which is freaking brilliant. It definitely looks sexy. I must admit, I like the look of that. I really, really do. I really, really like the look of that. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it now. Thanks for watching episode 109 of Sky Factory 3. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you smash all those buttons. I'm going to think on this a little bit more. That's why I was being a bit quiet, because my brain is sort of ticking over. I'm still thinking of a few things. Really, what I'm concerned, I want to bring it out one, maybe not bring it out one. There's just so much we can do with that. If we bring it out one, then it's going to get rid of this section. I had a plan to hang lights off of this section for glass. So, it's truth. Thinking time. That's what it is. Thinking time. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch yous all later.